Welcome to our fascinating journey into the world of coins. Today, we're diving deep into a particular coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike, the 1984 5-cent Jefferson nickel. You might be wondering what makes this coin so special and why it's worth a staggering $288 million, far surpassing its humble face value. Well, you're in for a treat as we unravel the myriad of errors, mistakes, and mint mark variations that contribute to the remarkable worth of this coin. To start with, the Jefferson nickel has been a part of American numismatic history since it was first introduced in 1938, featuring a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, his famous Virginia home, on the reverse. Over the years, this coin has undergone various design changes, minting processes, and even some unique mint mark placements that have led to certain coins becoming extraordinarily valuable. However, the 1984 nickel, in particular, stands out due to a few critical factors. Firstly, the coin's distinct mint mark, which indicates it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, adds a layer of intrigue. Mint marks are essential for collectors as they provide information about where a coin was struck, and in the case of the 1984 nickel, certain examples have been linked to errors that enhance their desirability. There are coins in the numismatic world that were produced with various strikes that did not meet the standards set by the United States Mint, and among them are examples of nickels from 1984 that either didn't display their mint mark properly or were struck at incorrect pressures, resulting in either a double strike or a ghosting effect, which is a result of the coin being struck twice, leaving behind faint outlines of the image that appear to ghost through the primary strike. Collectors call this a double die, and it can make a coin exceptionally rare. Additionally, there are reports of progression errors where the design or die used is slightly misaligned, resulting in a strike that is off-center. These types of imperfections can lead to dramatic value increases because they are not just errors, they become pieces of history that tell a story of the minting process and the human touch involved in crafting the coins. Furthermore, coins that deviate from the expected standard are more thrilling to collectors, and people are always on the lookout for these unique specimens, which leads to increased demand and consequently drives up the value. It is often the case with coins that errors involving the dies, whether they are clashed dies, where two dies come together during minting, or broken dies that create unexpected designs, can be profoundly intriguing as they represent a quota of existence that is not intended. Now, let's talk about some of the most recognized errors associated with the 1984 Jefferson nickel. For instance, you have the infamous dime planchet error, where nickels were mistakenly struck on planchets intended for dimes, creating a unique form that is instantly recognizable to collectors and lays claim to a higher tier in the value spectrum. The unique dimensions and weight of these coins play a critical role in their recognition and categorization within the collecting community. The errors are so significant, they attract numismatic enthusiasts from far and wide, and as word spreads about the rare nature of these coins, their prices go into hyperdrive, reaching values that, for most, seem unfathomable. That $288 million figure is not just thrown around haphazardly, it signifies a collection of rare specimens that have either been attributed to high-grade examples, or ones that exhibit multiple errors. When you couple this with the scarce nature of such pieces, it creates ripples in the numismatic ocean. As collectors and investors vie for ownership of the fleeting few remaining pieces, the marketplace reacts. It's important to emphasize how the notion of value in the collectible coin market is often not tied solely to the intrinsic metal content of the coin but rather the rarity, desirability, and any varieties or errors it may possess. This 1984 nickel exemplifies this dynamic beautifully. It serves as a testament to how a simple half-dollar piece can transform into a multi-million-dollar asset, inscribed not in dollars and cents, but in a legacy of error and history that entices the beholder with its story. As we dig even deeper, we uncover the world of grading, which plays a pivotal role in determining a coin's market value. Grading is an essential part of coin collecting that examines factors such as strike quality, luster, and mint condition, among others. Coins rated MS 70, for example, are considered perfect specimens and command top prices, while those graded lower still possess value. In the case of the 1984 5-cent Jefferson nickel, those with notable errors and high grades can fetch prices previously unimagined, some reaching dizzying heights. Many in the coin collecting community have turned their attention towards acquiring these coins not just for their aesthetic appeal but also as solid investment opportunities amidst the fluctuating markets and economic uncertainties. Not to mention, numismatic experts often advise younger collectors about the importance of understanding how particular coins increase in value over time due to their historical significance and rarity. The iconic Jefferson nickel, representing American pride and heritage, garners attention across generations, creating an exciting dynamic for those entering the collecting space. It stimulates a renewed interest in collectibles that might have been overlooked in discussions about wealth accumulation. Moreover, considering the digital age we live in, the advent of online marketplaces and auction sites means that enthusiasts and investors can trade these coins on a global scale, contributing to the masses that enter the market, driving demand and value even higher. As the community grows, so does awareness about the specific nickels that can arise from odd minting processes, encouraging even casual observers to keep an eye on their pocket change, searching for the elusive and valuable variants. To sum it up, the 1984 P. Jefferson nickel showcases an incredible journey, starting as a simple 5-cent coin and evolving into a storm center of interest due to errors, mistakes, and distinctive mint marks that create unique opportunities for coin collectors worldwide. With the potential of reaching an astounding $288 million, these coins forge a bridge between the past and present, capturing hearts and attention in a bustling community of numismatics. The thrill of discovery, the allure of rarity, and the prospect of finding a coin that could change your life continue to draw people into the world of coin collecting, a pursuit that is as rewarding as it is educational. So, whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, keep your eyes peeled. You never know what hidden treasures might be lurking in your change. Next 2011 5-cent Jefferson Nickels USA coins today, we're diving deep into a fascinating and somewhat mind-blowing topic that has captured the attention of coin collectors and enthusiasts alike, the 2011 5-cent Jefferson nickel, a coin that is not just an ordinary piece of currency but rather a shining example of how mistakes can lead to incredible value in the world of numismatics. The story of this particular nickel is intriguing because its worth dramatically exceeds its face value, reaching astonishing figures that can peak at up to an astounding $288 million. Yes, you heard that right, $288 million. So, what makes this coin so special? Let's break it down and explore the various elements that contribute to its exceptional value. First, let's consider the iconic Jefferson nickel's history. The coin, which features Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse, was first minted in 1938 and has undergone several design changes over the decades. But in 2011, amidst the hustle and bustle of modern coin production, a particular issue arose that would send ripples through the collecting community. The 2011 D Mint mark, signifying production at the Denver Mint, became associated with a series of errors that collectors soon recognized as uniquely valuable. The primary catalyst for the high valuation of this coin lies in the production errors that were surprisingly common during its minting process. Minting errors can range from simple misalignments to more complex struck-through errors, and in the case of the 2011 D Jefferson nickels, some were produced with serious flaws. Some of these nickels exhibited characteristics such as double strikes, where a coin is pressed more than once during the minting process, which leads to a blurring of details and often results in a distinctive appearance that collectors crave. Double-struck coins can be quite rare, and when they are found in excellent condition, they command prices far above their face value. Additionally, another error that may appear on the 2011 D Jefferson nickels is what is known as a missing mint mark. In a situation where the mint mark does not appear, or is not properly stamped onto the coin, collectors take notice, as this might be a sign of a significant error. Coins without mint marks are incredibly coveted in the market because they are not only uncommon but are also representations of an unusual production anomaly that many collectors look to add to their collections. The 2011 D nickels that exhibit such features attract a lot of attention and can drive prices to the sky. The demand for these unique coins can push their values much higher than what one might expect from a typical nickel. Moreover, the condition of a coin plays a critical role in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale that reflects their wear and tear, and those in exceptional condition are often graded as uncirculated or given higher grades such as MS65, mint state 65, or MS 70, perfectly uncirculated. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin typically becomes. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for well-preserved examples of the 2011 Jefferson nickel, especially those carrying distinctive errors. It's a fascinating interplay between rarity, condition, and collector interest that contributes to the potentially massive price tag of up to $288 million. This hypothetical figure stands as a testament to the extreme rarity and desirability of the coin when it is discovered in the right condition and with the right types of errors. The coin market thrives on scarcity and demand, and when an ordinary coin becomes legendary due to its errors, and collectors start to pay attention, you can expect incredible valuations to emerge. Additionally, one notable aspect of collecting and valuing coins is the community and camaraderie within the numismatics field. Online platforms, social media, and coin shows facilitate discussions and showcase coins, which can inflate their perceived value as collectors share their excitement and discoveries. When news of a rare find circulates, it can spark a buying spree, further driving up prices as bidders and collectors become more interested in obtaining these elusive pieces of currency. The story of the 2011 Jefferson nickel doesn't just encompass the coin itself, it also reflects a rich culture surrounding coin collecting. Coin hunters, experts, and enthusiasts often share and speculate about valuable coin varieties, and this community contributes to the ongoing value assessment of these nickels. There are also anecdotes about individuals finding these valuable coins in pocket change, highlighting the serendipitous nature of coin collecting that often leads to life-changing discoveries. Despite the widespread circulation of the Jefferson nickel, finding one with the coveted errors is rare and can spark tremendous excitement within the numismatic community. The thrill of the hunt combined with the chance to discover hidden treasure undeniably adds to the allure of coins, and the 2011 nickel stands as a prominent example of just how impactful a simple mistake can be in the context of a collector's passion and financial investment. As we delve deeper into the story of the 2011 Jefferson nickel and its remarkable standing in the numismatic landscape, we also come across the implications associated with market speculation. The realm of coin collecting often attracts speculators who are interested more in profit than preserving historical artifacts. It emphasizes the ongoing debate within the community about whether these errors should be considered pieces of art, historical coins, or merely investments that could break the bank. It's important for collectors and enthusiasts to remain mindful of the various perspectives that surround these coins, as the market can fluctuate with trends, news, and the rarity of particular pieces. One of the highlights that collectors often appreciate is the thrill of discovering an error coin firsthand. Imagine purchasing a roll of nickels from the local bank, going home, and finding that gem of a coin nestled among ordinary change. Such moments are indeed the stuff of coin collector dreams. Every year, numerous tales of successful finds circulate, inspiring both seasoned collectors and novices entering the field for the first time. The simple thrill of finding unexpected treasure drives many to continue their pursuit of exceptional coins. Moreover, the aspect of educational opportunities is also tied to the story of error coins like the 2011 Jefferson nickel. For those who are keen to learn about the intricacies of grading, evaluating, and collecting, there are numerous resources available that provide value insights, industry standards, and guidelines. Coin shows and online communities offer myriad opportunities to learn and connect with experts in minting, error identification, and valuation. Enthusiasts of all skill levels often band together to share knowledge, allowing both seasoned collectors and newcomers to understand the implications of errors, market trends, and investment strategies. It often becomes a lifelong obsession that fuels an ever-growing passion for history and economics as well. While the astronomical figure of $288 million may be a rarity, it is these stories of discovery, excitement, and community that enrich the experience of collecting coins such as the 2011 Jefferson nickel. The idea that a simple nickel can transform into a collector's dream item is astonishing and demonstrates how our economy and society interact with tangible history like coins. The 2011 Jefferson nickel serves as a reminder that while money has a specific function, it can also tell rich stories of culture, artistry, and opportunity, something that resonates deeply with collectors. Ultimately, what makes the 2011 Jefferson nickel truly remarkable are the hints of mystery, the history behind its production, and the ongoing conversation surrounding its errors, potential value, and the exciting world of numismatics that continues to thrive. Whether you're a seasoned collector contemplating the investment potential of your collection or a casual viewer intrigued by the possibility of discovering something fabulous in your pocket change, the world of coins offers unique opportunities that extend beyond mere currency. As we conclude this exploration into the values and errors that define the 2011 Jefferson nickel, we hope you're inspired to keep your eyes open for the hidden treasures that lurk within our everyday transactions. The blend of history, community, and the potential for discovery signifies that even the simplest of coins can carry incredible stories and promise. Thank you for joining us today, and remember, the thrill is often found in the preserving and the pursuing just as much as it is in the finding. Stay curious, keep searching, and who knows what you might uncover in your own quest for numismatic excellence. Next, 1977 5-cent Jefferson Nickels USA coins today, to our fascinating exploration of numismatic history, where today we will dive deep into the enigma surrounding the 1977 5-cent Jefferson nickel, a coin that transcends its humble 5-cent face value and achieves a staggering worth of about $433 million. All because of some unique errors and fascinating mint mark peculiarities that make it extraordinarily valuable to collectors and investors alike. How can a coin with such a modest denomination acquire such an astronomical value, you may ask, and that's exactly the question underpinning our narrative today as we take a closer look at how various factors come together to create a perfect storm of rarity, desirability, and historical significance. To understand the worth of the 1977 nickel, we must first contextualize the Jefferson nickel itself and its legacy in American coinage. This coin was introduced by the United States Mint in 1938, crafted to honor Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and author of the Declaration of Independence, designed by Felix Schlag. The obverse features a portrait of Jefferson, while the reverse depicts Monticello, his beloved estate in Virginia. The coin became an integral part of everyday transactions in the United States and remained largely unchanged until the early 2000s, yet while the design has steeped in history, the 1977 version particularly stands out due to its intriguing story of errors and collector interest. In the realm of numismatics, errors in coin production can lead to pieces that are significantly more valuable than their intended denominations. As we focus on the 1977 nickels, we discover that these errors mostly revolve around minting imperfections, including the misalignment of designs or feature misprints, creating unusual and rare visual aspects that can be appealing to collectors who are fascinated with the stories behind these coins and are willing to invest substantially in them. The world of coin collecting is like a treasure trove of historical artifacts, but error coins distinguish themselves further, capturing the attention and resources of many due to the allure that comes with rarity. Specifically, the 1977 nickels exhibit a variety of minting flaws that can include doubled dies, where the design appears to be imprinted twice due to a miscalibrated striking process, leading to a coin that features a shadow or ghosting effect around letters or images, and indeed, such errors lend themselves to a narrative that enhances their collector value. Moreover, it's important to discuss the mint mark errors that make the 1977 nickels particularly collectible. Each minted nickel is stamped with a mint mark that designates its place of origin, D for the Denver Mint, P for the Philadelphia Mint, and S for the San Francisco Mint. Obviously, a mint mark that is missing, misplaced, or misaligned can drive the value of a coin sky high, as it serves as a vital indication of the coin's origin and rarity. Collectors are often on the hunt for coins with odd minting marks or with features typical of specific mint locations. Thus a 1977 nickel with an erroneous or absent mint mark can create a frenzy within collector communities, leading to rapid price increases stemming from the perceived rarity. From an investment perspective, error coins such as the 1977 nickel take on a value that far exceeds their face value due to these extraordinary attributes. With only a limited number of error coins in circulation, collectors begin to treat them as valuable assets, much like fine art or rare antiques, believing that their desirability will only increase with time as more investors dive into the numismatic market and search for pieces that offer uniqueness and tied historical significance. Additionally, it is worthwhile to consider the role of professional grading services in determining the value of these error coins. organizations such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, grade coins on a scale from 1 to 70, and a higher grade can lead to an exponential increase in value for error coins that are well preserved, as collectors will often pay significant premiums for coins graded high enough to demonstrate excellent condition and the presence of the coveted errors that make them so unique. As we further delve into the historical significance of the 1977 D nickel, it is crucial to consider the broader economic context of the time. The period marked by inflation and changes in economic policy creates an interesting backdrop for the life of this coin, reflecting the pressure and changes experienced by the American population. The coin's journey can symbolize something larger about the era. People were struggling to make ends meet, and the nickels were circulating as currency, yet little did they know that several of these coins would one day embark on a vastly different type of journey, one that could lead to millionaire status for collectors who had the foresight and luck to find them. Coin collecting has a historical aspect where collectors often become interested in pieces that have narrative layers tied to specific events, artistic movements, or historical figures. Hence, coins from notable years can beg for attention as people comb through their change, searching for what may lie beneath the layers of copper and nickel. Furthermore, the appeal of finding an error coin like the 1977 D nickel is magnified when you consider the storytelling aspects it embodies. It becomes more than just a transaction or a simple collectible, it is a conversation piece, one that evokes curiosity, excitement, and admiration for the intricate processes behind minting. Now, let's not forget the impact that market dynamics have on the perception of value. The world of coin collecting and numismatics often involves speculators who drive prices up significantly based on trends in what collectors are seeking at any given moment. Rare error coins like the 1977 D nickel can see unpredictable fluctuations in price based on public interest, media hype, and recent auction events showcasing similar coins. Auction houses often stage grand events where error coins garner attention and bids that push their values to astronomical levels. Who could resist getting swept up in an auction frenzy where a simple error can turn into a headline-making achievement, leading to heightened interest and speculative investments? The more knowledge and education are shared among collectors, the more valuable these coins can become. Communities of collectors and numismatists gather online and at conventions, sharing tips and tricks for identification and evaluation, while marketplaces become rich with stories of both triumph and loss, of coins found tucked away in shoe boxes and of fortunes made and lost through buying and selling. The journey of the 1977 D nickel does not end there. As we look to the future, we can only wonder how this coin will continue to hold relevance in the ever-evolving landscape of numismatics. With technology advancing, there is a growing opportunity for innovation in how coins are valued, authenticated, and traded. Blockchain technology, for instance, could provide a way for collectors to verify the provenance of error coins, thereby increasing buyer confidence and potentially driving prices even higher. Additionally, we can expect younger generations to become increasingly interested in collecting as they learn about the historical significance and value of coins that hold errors from the past, perhaps fueling demand for coins like the 1977 D nickel for years to come. In conclusion, the 1977 D 5-cent Jefferson nickel tells a captivating story of rarity, history, and immense value, with its current worth of $433 million influencing the minds and hearts of collectors who employ painstaking attention to detail in their pursuits. What began as a mundane piece of currency transformed into a centerpiece of numismatic interest through a series of errors and minting peculiarities, drawing attention and significant monetary value far beyond its original constitution. Coin collecting is more than just an accumulating of metal, it is an exploration of history, an excitement for discovery, and the thrill of finding value in the overlooked. And as we reflect on the intrinsic worth of the 1977 D nickel, we find that every piece has a narrative to tell and a legacy to uphold, and who knows, perhaps the next remarkable find is hiding amongst the coins in your own pocket. Thank you for joining us on this educational journey, and as you continue your exploration into the world of coins, remember that every nickel, penny, or dime can carry tales from the past, and perhaps the next one you find will be a treasure in disguise just waiting to be discovered. Next, 1988 5-cent Jefferson Nickels USA coins today, where we delve into the captivating world of numismatics and explore the fascinating stories behind coins that have captured the hearts and wallets of collectors around the globe. Today, we invite you on an exciting journey as we uncover the remarkable tale of the 1988 5-cent Jefferson nickel, a coin that, despite its humble face value of just 5 cents, has accumulated an astonishing worth of $299 million due to a myriad of minting errors and unique characteristics that make it a true treasure for collectors and investors alike. At first glance, the 1988 Jefferson nickel may seem like an ordinary piece of currency you might find in your spare change, but the truth is that its value far exceeds its intended use, thanks to a confluence of rare anomalies and historical context. The Jefferson nickel has a long and storied history that dates back to its inception in 1938, designed by artist Felix Schlag, who captured the likeness of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse side, while the reverse has consistently showcased Monticello, Jefferson's beloved home. This design has made the nickel a recognizable and cherished part of American currency. Over the years, many coins have crossed through countless hands, some holding the potential of becoming valuable collectibles, while others fade into obscurity as simple change. The 1988 Jefferson nickel stands out as a shining example of how certain coins can surprise enthusiasts and investors alike with their unique attributes. Central to its incredible valuation are the minting errors associated with this particular year. When discussing coin collecting and valuation, minting errors are always at the forefront, as these mistakes can dramatically change the perceived value of a coin. A minting error occurs when a flaw arises during the production process, resulting in a coin that deviates from the intended design. Striking errors, planchet errors, and die errors are just a few types of mistakes commonly found in coins that enhance their rarity and value. The 1988 Jefferson nickel features a variety of these minting anomalies, creating a perfect storm for collectors eager to seek out these unique pieces. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1988 nickel is the potential for various errors to surface, with collectors constantly searching through their spare change to locate these extraordinary finds. For example, some nickels display doubling, where certain elements of the coin's design appear multiplied or shifted, leading to a two-dimensional effect that deviates from what would normally be seen on a standard coin. This doubling effect can occur in various parts of the coin, such as the date or even Jefferson's name, and can significantly inflate its value in a collector's eyes. Additionally, there are reports of nickels that exhibit significant wear patterns owing to mishandling or defective machinery during the minting process, which can lead to unique characteristics not found in most circulating coins. The allure of a potential discovery becomes heightened through the prospect of uncovering an error coin that adds a rich tale to the history of the coin itself, a true piece of numismatic lore. Furthermore, the discussion of mint marks is crucial in understanding the value of the 1988 Jefferson nickel. Mint marks help collectors identify where a coin was struck, as different mints have separate markings that denote their origins. The Philadelphia Mint, where the 1988 nickels were largely produced, does not utilize a mint mark on its coins. In contrast, coins produced at the Denver Mint feature a D mint mark. This absence of a mint mark on what should have been a mint-marked coin could raise questions and significantly affect the coin's desirability. A nickel from 1988 that possesses an unexpected mint mark can induce excitement and speculation among collectors, especially if it is theorized to have originated from an error in production. A piece that shouldn't exist can foster discussions and theories regarding the minting process, drawing collectors into the narrative behind the coin. The ripple effect of rarity continues as we consider the overall mintage of nickels from 1988 compared to other years. This period witnessed a fewer number of coins being minted, leading to a scarcity that compounds the intrigue surrounding the 1988 era nickels. Rare coins often attract the eye of investors and collectors alike, creating a phenomenon where the worth of a seemingly ordinary item can leap into the millions based purely on its limited availability combined with those fascinating minting errors. As collectors scramble to add these exceptional pieces to their inventories, the average price for an ordinary 1988 Jefferson nickel sits around 5 cents, while those with unique features can command extraordinary prices, at times reaching into the realm of hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Naturally, this creates an engaging market where error coins become prized possessions, leading to spirited competition among collectors striving to find and acquire these rare pieces. From the supply perspective, as more collectors become aware of the possibilities relating to the 1988 5-cent nickel, interest burgeons, creating a higher demand that invariably pushes prices upward. The vibrant atmosphere surrounding collectible coins demonstrates the allure of historical connections through common currency. As coin discussion becomes a popular pastime on social media platforms and forums, connections are formed among enthusiasts who share information and their experiences with such extraordinary finds. The excitement generated by discovering an elusive mistake coin, sharing photos of it, and joining in on discussions heightens the awareness surrounding error coins, creating a sense of community among collectors that is deeply engaging. This interconnectedness fosters greater appreciation for the hobby across diverse demographics and segments of the population. Expanding the scope of discussion, the role of historical context must also be acknowledged, as the world in which particular coins were minted plays a significant role in how they are perceived today. The late 1980s in the United States were defined by economic growth and shifts in the socio-political landscape, which were captured through the currency minted during these transformative years. As collectors examine the 1988 Jefferson nickel, they are not merely looking at a coin, they are reflecting on a pivotal moment in American history. Such context lends further depth to the significance of error coins, particularly ones that seem to encapsulate the time in which they were created. A coin that has survived the test of time, laden with stories and errors, can ignite fascination and appreciation, especially among those who explore the narratives that accompany these treasures. When people examine their own coin-derived treasures, the stories they discover can become sources of joy and surprise, echoing through generations as tales of a remarkable find. As we dive deeper into the world of coin collecting, we begin to realize that it is not just about acquiring pieces of currency, but about the experiences tied to them. The excitement of stumbling upon a rare coin, learning about its backstory, and sharing those stories with fellow collectors is what fuels this passion. Unexpected discoveries, like the 1988 5-cent Jefferson nickel with minting errors, introduce elements of surprise that invigorate the community and broaden the appeal of coin collecting. This legacy inspires new enthusiasts to take a closer look at their change, perhaps finding something astonishing and worth cherishing. The fascination around the possibility of discovering an exceptional nickel serves as a gateway into the larger context of collecting and investing in error coins. Knowledge is power, and the more individuals learn about the intricacies of coins and their valuation, the deeper their attachment to the hobby becomes. Each coin serves not just as currency but as a canvas on which history, artistry, and even mistakes intertwine, making coins fascinating and worthwhile components of any collection. For those just beginning to explore this engaging world, understanding the intricacies of what makes some coins more valuable than others can seem daunting at first glance. However, as collectors develop their skills, they begin to appreciate the subtleties of minting inconsistencies, recognize the markings on coins, and comprehend the narratives that accompany each find. With curiosity, research, and communal support, individuals can begin to build their knowledge surrounding collectibles and find their niche within the expansive realm of numismatics. The possibility of owning a 1988 era nickel stirs the imaginations of both novice and veteran collectors alike, leading them down the path of discovery and enriched understanding of numerical values, designs, mint marks, and historical significance. As we close this journey into the world of the 1988 5-cent Jefferson nickel, let's take this time to reflect on the impact of such extraordinary coins on our lives and society at large. Every coin possesses the power to connect us to those who came before us, bridging the gap between generations and shared histories. It serves as evidence of humanity's collective journey, showcasing how even the simplest objects we encounter daily can yield profound stories and experiences. As we explore the latent storytelling potential of these tiny artifacts, let's remember that the journey does not end here, it continues with every coin we encounter and with every story shared in the vibrant community of collectors. Thank you for joining us as we delved into the extraordinary realm of the 1988 5-cent Jefferson nickel and its remarkable value derived from minting errors, mistakes, and its next 1981 5-cent heifer. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coin collecting, specifically focusing on a captivating piece of American numismatics, the 1981 5-cent Jefferson nickel. This seemingly ordinary coin, which at first glance appears to be just a common piece of pocket change, may hold secrets that far exceed its face value, with some specimens rumored to be worth an astonishing $222 million. As we explore this remarkable coin, we will uncover the unique errors, minting challenges, and fascinating stories that make it so valuable, transforming it from a mere 5-cent denomination to a veritable treasure in the eyes of collectors and investors alike. The journey of the 1981 Jefferson nickel begins at the United States Mint, where thousands of coins are produced each day. It is estimated that around 1 billion nickels are minted annually, with the 1981 coins being part of that massive production. However, during this particular year, a perfect storm of circumstances combined to create a small subset of coins that intrigue and inspire serious collectors. The basic design of the Jefferson nickel, which has remained unchanged since its introduction in 1938, features the profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's historic home, on the reverse. But it was during the minting process in 1981 that errors began to emerge. Most 1981 nickels were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which at that time did not use a mint mark to designate its production. However, some 1981 nickels were minted at the Denver Mint and bear the D mint mark. This is significant because the presence or absence of a mint mark can greatly influence a coin's value among collectors. The unusual combination of the 1981 coins minted in Philadelphia and Denver, along with the varying characteristics of condition and errors, sets the stage for what would become one of the most talked about coins in numismatic circles. The first set of noteworthy errors can be classified as design errors, which occur when the die that strikes the coin does not function as intended. These errors can manifest themselves in multiple ways, for instance, misaligned designs, where the image stamped on the coin is not centered properly, can render a coin more desirable. This happens when the dies used to strike the coins have not been centered correctly, resulting in a coin that features off-center design elements. Errors like this can make certain coins immensely valuable, and collectors search for those with the most dramatic misalignments, as they add a layer of rarity and interest. Additionally, there are coins from the same era that were struck with over-polished dies, leading to a lack of detail that obscured some design elements altogether, creating an even bigger demand among collectors who relish the uniqueness of these variations. The error list does not stop there. Some 1981 nickels also exhibit what is classified as double die, which occurs when a coin die is struck more than once. This can result in a slightly offset image being visible, where the doubling effect adds layers to the lettering and design. When it comes to the Jefferson nickel, certain specimens have shown evidence of this doubling, making each such coin a nugget of jackpot potential for eager collectors. The quest for these rare and unique features ties collectors from all around the country together, as they often communicate and share their findings through various media platforms, helping them to trace which issues or types of errors might be worth pursuing. The combination of these errors and their occurrences has led to an increased demand for 1981 Jefferson nickels, fostering an active market that values rarity and uniqueness. As collectors become more educated about the potential that these errors possess, the prices of even the more readily available coins can rise dramatically, leading to discussions of valuations in the tens of thousands. Among the various factors that underpin the value of these coins, the grading process stands out as a critical element. In the world of numismatics, the term coin grading explicitly refers to the assessment of a coin's condition and rarity, often evaluated by professional grading services that have built an industry around this practice. Coins are typically graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with a higher grade indicating better condition and more original features. When it comes to the 1981 Jefferson nickel, the highest grades represent coins that are pristine and exhibit no signs of wear, which elevates their market value significantly. Collectors seeking these coins often turn to auction houses, where certified gems have historically brought back record-breaking prices. The 1981 Jefferson nickel also holds significance in the world of errors beyond the mere misalignments or double strikes. The depth of each coin's historical narrative is enriched by the stories surrounding how they entered circulation initially and, later, how they came to be identified as valuable pieces. Many collectors recount thrilling tales of finding significant errors or valuable nickels tucked away in old change jars or handed down through generations without ever receiving the attention they deserved until the proper research was done. A vital aspect of this capturing of history lies in the process of examining the variety of coins and understanding how specific features make them desirable. Collectors and investors who take their pursuits seriously often have a keen eye for detail and understand that even the smallest variation can lead to a difference in value of thousands of dollars. For instance, the infamous 1981 S-Type II proof nickel has variations that may not make much sense at first glance but can create a substantial financial opportunity, creating excitement in the collector's realm about what additional uncommon types may be hidden in their collections or local retailers. Another detail that boosts the value of an error coin is the possibility of provenance. Coins like the 1981 Jefferson nickel can carry with them rich backstories, often linked to famous collections or notable collectors, further solidifying their appeal. Many auctions allow potential buyers to view past sales history and associated narratives, adding a personal touch that inscribes value beyond the mere aesthetics of the coin itself. Additionally, the community of collectors plays an influential role in shaping demand and guiding values of error coins like the 1981 nickel, with social media becoming a powerful tool for connecting buyers and sellers on a global scale. Forums, auction platforms, and social platforms allow enthusiasts to trade tips, showcase their finds, and generate excitement around discovering a hidden gem within the hobby. The friendly and sometimes fervent discussions around the error coins lead to a wealth of information being shared and can even help determine market trends. With so many avenues for sharing knowledge and experience, collectors are continuously evolving in their understanding and appreciation of specific coins. We cannot forget how the simple premise of collecting can evolve into intense interest surrounding rarities and prospects for potential long-term gains. As some dealers and collectors experience the thrill of finding their errors in the wild, this enthusiasm ultimately helps drive upward demand in the marketplace for these unique pieces. When examining the economic landscape for coins like the 1981 Jefferson nickel, multiple layers contribute to the valuation. Supply and demand are vital. The rarity of error coins fuels competitive pricing wherever they appear. A 1981 nickel with a well-documented error might command bids that go beyond most people's initial expectations, particularly during larger auctions known to cater to serious collectors. The nature of auctions can elicit excitement among attendees, resulting in bidding wars for rare coins, which in turn can push values well into the tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Imagine finding yourself in a bustling auction hall, with a rare 1981 nickel being showcased, collectors clicking pens excitedly, the air thick with anticipation as bids fly, reaching astonishing new heights, with the potential final amount defying imagination. Another layer to consider is the market forces affecting collector behavior. Just as with any other collectibles market, trends can shift, meaning that timing can be essential for both buyers and sellers. The world of coin collecting has also experienced cyclical trends, where particular years or types of coins can rise or fall in contemporary interest based on broader economic conditions, demographics, or popular culture. The long-standing adage, buy low and sell high, applies directly to this realm, as collectors often seek coins that are undervalued and could appreciate over time due to shifts in interest. Additionally, as new collectors continually enter the market, their enthusiasm can inadvertently shift demand in unexpected ways. The symbiotic relationship between collectors, both new and experienced, along with a dynamic marketplace reflects how nuanced error coins can hold immense value when well positioned within the larger collecting community. With all these factors coalescing around the 1981 5-cent Jefferson nickel, it's essential for both collectors and investors alike to remain diligent and informed about market changes and emerging error discoveries. Staying active within the community, participating in discussions, attending trade shows, and exploring the latest news surrounding numismatic developments can aid collectors in making informed purchasing decisions. Furthermore, collectors passionate about the 1981 Jefferson nickel have the unique opportunity to share their findings with others across various platforms, contributing their knowledge and experiences to build a more robust,